Welcome. You might want to lie down. You might want to uncross your legs. You might want to wiggle in your chair to find the place that feels the best in your body. There's no need to tolerate a discomfort that you can do something about, right? There's all kinds of discomforts that we just have to tolerate because there's nothing we can do. But if you're sitting so rigid, so straight that you're developing some um, tension in your body, breathe out and let it go. Whew. You've arrived. You've done the most important part. Everything else that happens over the next 20 minutes is bonus. We'll start with warming up all of our major joints. Maybe do some wrist circles or open and close the hands. Just really thinking about the fingertips, about all of the knuckles, all of the joints in your hands. Maybe give yourself a little palm massage on that fleshy bit by the thumb if that feels good. Just ask yourself, oh, what would be nice? Sometimes the hands get stiff, especially as the weather changes. You can interlock your fingers and roll figure eights. You can do all or, very little. It doesn't have to be big, bold movements. You can move very slightly from one side to the next. Maybe you use one hand to flex the fingers of the opposite hand. And just see where we are. Move into the elbows and the shoulders. So again, it doesn't have to look any particular way. It doesn't have to be a specific yoga move. You can just wiggle. You might open the arms out wide and give yourself a big old hug. You might open your arms up wide and give yourself a hug the other direction. Or maybe stretching up towards the sky would feel good. And you can bring that stretch all the way down the side of the body. Or maybe big movements don't feel great today. And you just want to do little baby shoulder rolls. That's great too. Find what works in your body today, because it might be totally different than what felt good yesterday or what will feel good tomorrow. And that's the beauty of being alive, is we are dynamic, living, biological creatures, and we're not the same day to day. All right, let's see how the neck is feeling. Lots of choices here. You might look up and look down. That can feel really good, or you might linger in one place to feel the stretch down the back of the neck. Take a couple breaths. And then looking up with your teeth gently closed, feel the stretch down the front of the throat. Maybe taking a breath here. You can do the same with one ear to one shoulder, the other ear to the other shoulder. Or maybe a more dynamic move would be better in your body. And you can do some head rolls. Any movement is good movement. All movement is nourishing as long as it doesn't cause pain. So if you're experiencing anything that feels sharp or anything that feels really uncomfortable, stop, take a breath, take a rest, reset, go back into it very slowly and cautiously so that you feel as comfortable in your body as possible. You can come into the hips, maybe with some hip circles. Or if you're feeling flexible today, you can hug a knee up towards your chest if that feels good. Or maybe you open and close the knees a little bit, or the feet. I don't know. You decide what feels right for you today. And when you feel like you have moved sufficiently, you've gotten the kinks out, you've lubricated the joints with a bit of motion, then we can find some rest. We can find some stillness. Maybe you tuck a pillow behind your back. Maybe you put on a layer, take off a layer if you're too hot or too cold. And if you like, you can close your eyes, or you can lower your gaze. Find some quiet. Find some stillness. Let go any amount that your body is willing to let go. Let gravity work on you. Let the tension drop out of your shoulders. Let your eyes rest in their sockets. Let your jaw be slack. Find ease here. Let it be as easy as possible. And then if you'd like to set an intention for your practice, send it out to the universe. Now's a great time to do that. My intention today is I'm connected to everything around me. We don't have to live in a silo. We can take the help that's offered. We can interact with the people in our lives. We can be present. I'm connected. If there's another intention you'd like to set, usually the first thing that comes to mind is the right thing. Repeat it a couple times, maybe out loud, maybe quietly, maybe with the breath, inhaling I am, and exhaling your intention. And then stick with the breath. Feeling the lungs fill and empty as the air from outside your body comes in and becomes part of you. And as the air from inside your body is exhaled and becomes part of the ether. This forever exchange, breathing in oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide, thinking about inhaling what nourishes us, what connects us, what grounds us, and exhaling whatever no longer serves. Exhaling the superfluous, exhaling the things that are past their prime. Maybe you put your hands on the belly and breathe into the hands. Really feeling that movement, that dynamism, that cycle of life. Inhaling, the belly rises. And exhale, the belly falls. And as long as we are breathing, everything is okay. As long as we can focus on the breath, we can calm the very busy mind. Most things are out of our control, but that doesn't mean that something is wrong. Inhale, let the belly rise. And exhale a nice, long, gentle breath. We'll just stay here for a few more rounds. Inhaling fully and exhaling really slowly, really feeling the air come out, feeling the belly button come towards the spine, feeling this exchange of inhale and exhale. Air from the atmosphere coming in and air from the lungs going out. I'll invite you to join me in a 3-part breath. If you like the hands on the belly, that's great. If you want to move them to the thighs or the ground beneath you, that's okay too. The 3-part breath breathes into the belly and then into the lungs and then into the chest, all the way full, and then carrying on this nice, slow, extended exhale, breaking it down into the belly, the ribs, the chest. No need to rush, no need to hurry here. Really enjoy this nice, slow, easy exhale. Not too slow. You don't want to develop air hunger. You want it to be your pace that feels good in your body. In, 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 and out. Letting the diaphragm work. Letting the intercostal muscles expand to let the air in. Feeling the chest rise. And then exhaling everything that you no longer need. That could be worry or rumination about the future. It could be thoughts that aren't very kind, often about ourselves, into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And these nice, luxurious, long exhales help tell our parasympathetic nervous system that we're all right. There is no immediate threat. You are safe where you are. We can turn on the rest and digest response into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And the longest, slowest exhale of the day as the belly button comes towards the spine and everything contracts a little bit. We'll carry on like this for 2 more minutes. I'll call you back. Take your time. There's no rush. Once more into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest, and then sigh it all out through the mouth. And then just sit with it. Let the breathing return to normal. Let the breath breathe you. Embrace the stillness. Feel the earth beneath you. Where are the contact points? Maybe your feet or your hips, maybe the hands. What's touching something firm? What's anchoring you to the earth? We'll finish off our practice today with a Metta meditation. I think this is a great way to feel connected. And we always start with Metta, with loving kindness for ourselves. Sometimes this is easy and sometimes this is very, very hard. Bring your attention to the heart center. Breathing into the heart. You don't have to change the breath. We're just focusing on positive emotions. So love, joy, happiness, delight, these types of things. And maybe it's one particular emotion, or maybe you're just bringing the sunshine into your heart. Maybe there's a particular thing or memory that evokes really positive emotions, and maybe you turn to that memory and relive it a little bit. Or maybe you come back to your mantra, I am connected, I am kind, I'm compassionate. And you shower yourself with really nice compliments, lovely things about yourself. We often brush those things to the side and focus on our perceived shortcomings. But really, wow, aren't we amazing? We're breathing thousands of times a day. We're thinking complex thoughts. We're taking care of ourselves and sometimes others. What a time to be alive. Bring it right into your heart space. Fill that heart space with positive emotion. And remind yourself, may I be happy. Happiness is underrated. We can't control everything, but we can influence the weather by thinking good thoughts, by saying nice things. May I be at peace. There's a lot that's happening in the world. And any small thing we can do to bring peace to ourselves, to our home, to our internal world, the better off we'll be and the happier we'll be. And then I'll invite you to call in a companion, a friend, a family member, an animal, someone that means a lot to you, someone that you might see often, or someone that may live far away, or someone who might be passed on. And share some of that love and joy, some of those positive emotions with that person. Bring them to mind and see them smile, laugh. Maybe you have a great memory together that you can bring to the forefront. And remind them of all of their great qualities, what you admire about them, what you like about them. And tell them, may you be happy. May you find peace. The more we feed ourselves and those around us positive thoughts, the more we start to believe those positive thoughts. Maybe you want to welcome other people into your circle, the people who mean the most to you, people who are your friends, family members, neighbors, people who are kind to you, people who seem to reflect back your values, reflect back your light, and see them all together, smiling, laughing with you in this community. We cannot function as an island. We need one another. And communities are forged through connection, through sharing. And yes, sometimes we share things that are tough, but it's also so wonderful to share happiness, joy, goodwill. Wish all of these wonderful people in your community, may you be happy. May you find peace. And then let them fade away. Come back to your body, maybe coming back to the breath. You might like to put a little movement into your fingers, into your toes. Maybe you stretch, moving slowly and gently. Taking your time, there is absolutely no rush. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks for practicing with me today.